A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking to pass, it's Klubnik. Going for it all. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Will you please just stay in the pocket? It's so much easier to come get these guys when you know where they are, but great job by the offense, rolling the pocket, getting the quarterback outside. More time now, can run the football or take shots down the field.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. This time he's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wants to go up top. The screen, and watch out. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And they're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Randall. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He takes it at the 45. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes that Alabama offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They go to the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On target to the left. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And your Clemson Tigers will take over. First and 10.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. On the move to his left. He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch on the left. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch, and they finally did, but they gave up a huge play. He is flat slinging it. Tigers hope they can put together an offense like that Deshaun Watson-led group in 2015 that went for over 5,000 yards.
Yeah, and he was so hard to stick out. He was fun to watch, and you watch him scramble around, make plays with his legs. And this offense, it's kind of evolved over the years, and they've changed, but it's pretty much the same. They're going to feature their quarterback. They're going to throw the football, and he's usually a dang stud.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Moving away from pressure. Working on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Makes the grab.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Trying to pound it in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
If you don't tip the scales at $3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. And they go for the sneak on second down, playing very conservatively, and they may have to open it up if they want to score on this drive. After getting absolutely nowhere on second down, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tide. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a crease to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Buys a little time with his feet. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He wants to change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he can go. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker is Horton. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll try the run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. That's caught. It's Bernard. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Fires left. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The offense changing the play. On fourth down, looking to pass. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here,
It's picked off and another empty drive. He'll try to take it back. Running through contact.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
and that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
To the air on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. Ball is loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. How about the shot of adrenaline and the increase in the pulse rate when you see that football squirt out like that and then it just rolls harmlessly out of bounds?
Did you see all those defenders? You see how quick they got their heads wrapped around? They were trying to find that ball on the ground. They had a lot of bodies running over, diving, trying to get on top of that football inbounds. I'll tell you, I love the effort. They're still trying to create takeaways. Man, they almost came out with a big one there.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pickup. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
He might want another play. To throw, it's Klubnik. Throws for the tight end. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks and 2 consecutive drives. He was in great position to make another play. He just couldn't secure the catch.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Oh, he got loose. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Run in the red zone, it's Miller. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. He's got him. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Splits the uprights. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can
cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Shoots it to the left. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Toss sweep to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop you. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stopped.
There he goes. Got the first down and more.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Slams it ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1. Lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Rocky Top. And the Vols came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing in your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.